Welcome to your sacred Yoga Nidra space. It is really nice to be back here with you and to hold this moment of your stillness and surrender into yourself, into releasing all of the stress and tensions of the nervous system and truly allowing that bliss state, the natural state within yourself, to become the forefront of this moment. Take a second to just align yourself in Shavasana or wherever feels comfortable for you to reside into your Yoga Nidra nest. This is a beautiful moment to really just be conscious of how you set up your space. Perhaps just closing down the blinds or lighting an incense and just allowing yourself to be comfortable, giving yourself permission to receive this moment as a moment for you, closing the door to the world, closing the eyes to the space around you, and just simply accepting being as your state of being. Ask yourself now if you could become just 2% more comfortable. And then just invite yourself to close down the eyes and find comfort within the stillness of the darkness. Perhaps the mind is racing, the heart is pounding, and there's some stress within you. So just bring awareness to that without any judgment. Just bring awareness to that without any judgment. Let the thoughts be the thoughts, let the tension be the tension, and let the stress be the stress, knowing that that's an identity of you that really isn't your true self. So let's start the process of eliminating and relieving all of this noise by just scanning through the body subtly, with awareness as you do of just feeling some relaxation, perhaps starting by just feeling the bed beneath you, feeling the shoulder blades suddenly part as you become 2% more comfortable, feeling the chest soften, maybe allowing the palms to relax and open the fingers just softly to surrender the arms and the upper body. Notice the breath just naturally falling and rising in the chest. And then just feel the hips open and all of the legs just heavy on the bed as you just almost feel the parting of the toes as you let the feet just slightly part in relaxation. Notice the mind and the busyness of the mind. And just give permission for the mind to relax. Like any other muscle in the body, you're allowing the mind to relax from all of that overthinking. Just let the head be heavy on the bed. And perhaps witness any space that you can feel within yourself, within the mind, and the space around it. Suddenly bringing your awareness to the space within the mind and the body, and then the space around it, we focus our attention and our energy into that stillness. Your awareness in the mind's eye now, just subtly step back from the thoughts. See them as a visual of perhaps leaves just trickling past a sacred river. Or maybe bubbles just blowing in the air into the distance and then bursting, so there's no attachment to the stories of the thoughts. And as you step more and more further back from the thoughts, notice how much closer you get to yourself within. Maybe noticing the pixels of light or movement behind the eyes. Just tapping into your own inner frequency. Let the jaw drop, let the jaw relax, the tongue be soft. And now notice already how you've become even more present just in these last few minutes of awareness. Take the awareness to the breath. And let's just take a deep inhale and exhale just to liberate any stress or tension in the physical body. So on the next breath, inhaling through the nose, notice the breath from the belly into the heart, into the mind's eye, and then exhale through the mouth from the mind's eye down into the heart and releasing through the belly. Again, inhaling through the belly, heart, mind's eye, and then slow on the exhalation. One more time, deep inhale. Slight pause at the top, and then exhale. Let the breath go, and just pause. Pause your awareness onto the natural rhythm of the breath, and how magic it feels to be alive and breathing. Suddenly we come into gratitude for this moment that you have chosen to bring yourself into the stillness of being. Suddenly this moment feels like a gift that you have given yourself. So embrace that with a little smile on your face to acknowledge this act of caring, this act of self-love. However uncomfortable that feels to receive it. And then with your awareness just to the physical body lying here, just drop into the heart space. The beautiful heart space expanding beyond this physical body into the room around you. Feel the breath into the heart as your awareness allows you to ignite a sankalpa. Most of you will be familiar of a sankalpa, but remembering for those that are new to this practice, the sankalpa is the prayer offering. It's the offering to the heart, the altar of the heart. It's a little statement of I am to recognize a little seed planted in the subconscious mind of a beautiful positive affirmation or intention to set this experience. Some of you might be working with a sankalpa that you like to use. I can offer to you in this moment a simple sankalpa to support this specific Yoga Nidra of expansion. I am fearless. I am a force of nature, and I am in control of my life. I am fearless. I am a force of nature. I am in control of my life. If this resonates, then this can be your sankalpa. If one has come to your forefront of your mind, then offer that prayer. But whatever your sankalpa, I invite you to whisper to the subconscious mind 3 times. As you let that go, let's just take one more deep breath. As if you're breathing into a beautiful prayer offering to your heart. With that expansion already activated, I invite you to bring your awareness to the physical body as we welcome a rotation of consciousness. Within this rotation of consciousness, we will work with your natural breath. For the breath is the prana, the life force. There is nothing more expanded than life force energy, and that is within you. You are bigger than this physical body and this mind. And as we work with this rotation of consciousness and the sacred breath, we can expand ourselves beyond and go beyond. Don't force the breath, don't change the breath. Allow your breath to be natural. But as I mention each body part, I want you to be present with the breath as much as you can. And if you drift away and the mind comes in, that's okay. Don't judge yourself, Don't put pressure on yourself. Everything is exactly as it's meant to be within this sacred ceremony of your physical body. And perhaps those moments when you do wander off, or the thoughts that come in, can be little messages of perhaps where your waking state is at, and can give you an indication of what you need to liberate and set free. So let's bring our awareness now to the tip of the tongue. To the tip of the tongue, bring your awareness as you let the jaw drop and feel the sensation within the mouth. Almost feeling the breath within the mouth as you allow the teeth and the awareness to the teeth to be present. Insides of the cheeks and the outsides of the cheeks. The tip of the nose, right nostril breathing, left nostril breathing, both nostrils breathing the prana, the expansion that you are. Awareness to the eyelids, eyelashes, and all of the tissues behind the eyes. The breath expanding the eyes as you bring the awareness to the third eye. Noticing how the breath expands the consciousness of the third eye. The temples, the forehead, and the mind, the brain within the mind, breathing, releasing your awareness to it, allowing it to be still. Top of the head, back of the head, tips of both of the ears, listening to the breath, all the way into the center of the canal of the ears, hearing the breath. The whole of the head and the mind breathing the natural breath, noticing how much it's expanding into the space within it and the space around it. Awareness to the center of the throat, down into the navel of the throat. The right collarbone, right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, and center of the palm. Thumb, the tip of the thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger. And now feel the breath through the right hand and all of the fingers, through to the arm, the elbow, and the upper arm, and the whole of the right arm, and the breath that naturally breathes the right side of the arm. Feel the space within the arm and the space around the arm. As you slowly guide your awareness to the center of the chest. The center of the chest where the breath is so apparent. Left collarbone. Left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, and center of the palm. Thumb and the tip of the thumb. First finger, second, third, and pinky finger. The whole of the left hand, the arm, elbow, upper arm, and breath within it, creating the space within the arm, the left hand, and outside of the left arm and hand. The whole of the left arm resting in awareness. A field of sensation as both arms feel this expansion in this space within and outside of the physical form that's resting here. As you guide the awareness back to the center of the chest and drop into the sacred heart. The heart, as the lungs breathe into the heart, as the wings to the heart. The beautiful wings to the heart, as you drop the awareness into the ribcage, and you really feel the breath now, and the expansion of the whole of the torso, the prana, the life force, gifting you the experience beyond this physical body. It's almost as if there is no boundaries of the body now. Awareness to the center of the navel. Awareness to the center of the navel. Awareness to the center of the navel. Drop down into the lower abdominals. Sides of the waist. Right side of the waist. Left side of the waist. The front of the torso. The back of the torso. The whole of the torso, the space within the torso, and the space outside the torso. Awareness drops down now to the pubic bone. Down to the pubic bone and into the right hip. Right upper leg. Knee. Lower leg. Ankle. Heel of the foot, top of the foot, sole of the foot, and then the toe, big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky toe. The whole of the foot and all of the toes, the space within the foot and around the foot, the space within the whole of the right leg, and the space around the right leg as the breath allows your awareness to the right leg and all of the expansion within it and around it. Draw the awareness to the pubic bone, left hip, upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, heel, top of the foot, sole of the foot, big toe, second, third, fourth, pinky toe. The left foot and all of the toes of the left foot, the expansion within it and around it. And the left leg, the breath, and the whole of the left leg, within the left leg and around the left leg, and your awareness to it. Your breath as the medicine of the present awareness. Your breath as the medicine to completely surrender from anything outside of this moment, as the whole of the lower body is a field of sensation within this expansion. Awareness to the tailbone, the base of the root chakra, the tailbone. And then drawing each breath into each vertebra of the spine as you move your awareness through every vertebra, moving through the spine, all the way up until you reach the base of the neck. the whole of the back of the body, and the shoulder blades parting, the breath within them and around them. The whole of the upper body, breathing, and the whole of the lower body, breathing. The right side of the body, breathing, and the left side of the body, breathing. Front of the body, breathing. Back of the body, breathing. The front of the body and the back of the body, breathing simultaneously. The space within the body and the space around the body as the whole body is in awareness now. The whole body. It's as if you are as light as a feather as the whole body is just expanded. It's as if you've zoomed out of all of the inner chaos and liberated to just emptiness. Now you can see clearly, and it's a beautiful vision of awareness to the now. You bring yourself back into the breath, and you notice that even the breath is lighter as it expands to the whole body. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the breath presently as if you've never noticed it before. Having the gratitude for the breath, and the breath being the anchor into the moment. And as you breathe this body, you suddenly feel this sense of contraction, where everything feels suddenly a little tight and small and dense. It's contracted and uncomfortable, where everything feels almost overwhelming in this contracted space. Tightness, contraction. Whatever contraction means to you, you feel this moment as you suddenly realize it's moving into expansion. As you zoom out, you feel the expansion as if the body is relaxing even more now. Beyond the boundaries of the body as you expand yourself into the unknown. Whatever expansion means to you, you feel this moment as you suddenly come back into contraction. The smallness, the zooming in, the overwhelm, the tightness, the contracted space of discomfort. The space of discomfort is the space of growth. You reside in contraction, and as you reside in contraction, you then welcome the experience of expansion. You let go of contraction and you expand, and you expand, and you feel that beautiful space of expansion that comes after the contraction. And then simultaneously you allow yourself to feel contracted and expanded at the same time, experiencing both experiences at once. How beautiful to be in both experiences but yet sit in the center of both, knowing that in life we contract and then we expand. In our relationships, we contract and then we expand. In our work, we contract and then we expand. In our emotions, we contract and then we expand. But in this now moment, you experience both simultaneously, just being the center of both experiences. you let that dissolve and just come back to yourself residing here, breathing, being. And now you take yourself to the space of the mind's eye. It's liberating to feel the space within the mind's eye, the stillness. It's as if you are thoughtless. There is just the universe within you now and around you. And in that space, you will witness some images that you won't attach to, but you will simply let them pass. Each image I mention. As you deepen your awareness to this expansion within the mind's eye, and you see a vast ocean in the night with the moon shining upon it. The vast ocean in the night with the moon shining upon it. Standing at the peak of a mountain and seeing the landscape beneath you. A beautiful owl flying through the night sky. A desert with a tumbleweed just blowing gently through it. Snow falling on a naked forest. Snow falling on a naked forest. A waterfall, a beautiful, grand waterfall. The horizon upon a beautiful countryside scene. The shaking out of a brilliant white sheet. The shaking out of a brilliant white sheet. A feather drifting through the air. Your palms open and empty. Your palms open and empty. The breath of the earth beneath you. A white dove soaring through a summer's day. A deer in an empty forest. A shooting star in the sky at night. A shooting star in the sky at night. And within that night sky, as the shooting star dissolves, you simply witness the starless, empty, vast, dark sky. And you breathe your being into it. As you expand beyond your wildest dreams, you expand beyond your wildest dreams. Slowly moving away from that expansion and physically feeling your body here on the bed beneath you. You anchor yourself back into that beating heart, surrounded by the sacred breath. And you whisper that sankalpa into this emptiness. I am fearless, I am a force of nature, and I am in control of my life. 3 times mentally whisper into this beautiful expansion that you have cultivated through your experience of Yoga Nidra. Finding the breath again, you take a deep inhale, hold at the top, take a shorter inhale, and then let it go. Again you inhale, and you exhale. One more time, inhale, and let it out. As you come back to the natural breath, you find small movement in the fingers and the toes. The thumb touching each fingertip, and the movement in the toes reminding you of the waking life again. You might want to stretch through the body or just take yourself onto one side, or you might even want to pause this recording and simply lie in this experience. But if you're ready to move into whatever space is next, you take yourself into that seated meditation, keeping the eyes closed and inward. And just taking one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart, and just taking one deep inhale and surrendering out. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this universe within me and this universe around me. For I am so much bigger than this physical body and mind. And I have a universal connection that is expanded beyond my wildest dreams. Take this experience and this expansion and drop it into where you need in your life. When you are ready, slowly opening the eyes and just noticing the stillness of the room around you. And just take this being into wherever you need in your life. It's been an absolute gift to hold this space for you. I honor this practice so deeply as my medicine that has helped me through many challenging times. So I invite you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment if you would like to receive a specific Yoga Nidra. And for those of you that have built a more familiar connection with me, knowing my other spaces, I would like to announce that I do have a sacred retreat in the Andes and the Amazon rainforests of Peru this June from the 2nd to the 16th. If you feel called to have more information, either comment below or find me on Instagram. My handle is within this Yoga Nidra YouTube channel, and we can connect further. Otherwise, I will be back soon to gift you more spaces to surrender, and I wish you a beautiful onward day or night. Many blessings, dear one. Namaste.